Hey Makeup Homies, my name is Alicia. Thanks for joining me today. I am going to be doing my palette rankings for the month of May, and I liked doing this last time. I'm going to do my honorable mentions doing the singles that I used as well. So sorry if I look a little, I don't know. I had like a breakfast at my son's school this morning and all, it's just like, but I don't care. So anyway, first let's get into the singles that I used in no particular order. But these were some of my favorites because I did go on vacation in May for like a whole week. So some of this stuff was what I brought on vacation, which shows how much I love it. So anyway, the first one is my JD Glow Lemon Lime. This was one of my very first singles that I ever bought, and I love it. Anything by JD Glow, big fan. I won a giveaway from Krusty Kristen, and one of the things she sent me was this Shades by Shan. It's this really pretty goldy topper thing. It was really nice. Just nothing marvelous. I don't even need to swatch these guys because I think I've swatched them enough, but I used my Super Shock Pressed Juice and my Super Shock Ice Dream. These were both in projects, and I finished them up. The other two singles from Naba Cosmetics I used were Euphoria, which is the greeny one. I will swatch this one. Like, whoa. And then the one that I love and use so much is Lodo. Wow, that Euphoria though, man, that was killing it. Yeah, but that, look at that. I bought these instead of the Half Magic ones that were being shown to me on Instagram and stuff. And I'll tell you what, I went to Ulta on my birthday, which was also in May, to treat myself, and I tried all of the Half Magic things that those were supposedly duping, and I like these better, and they're like half the price. But speaking of Half Magic, I did buy myself one of these guys, which is a Chrome Addiction. It's a liquid shadow, and I got Spirit Guide, which is a purpley. Ooh, it was just such a good cool tone purple. So I got lost trying those out on my hands in Ulta. The manager was like, "You looking for anything in particular?" I'm like, "Nope, just getting lost in that." And then, because then I knew I was going to get Sephora things for my birthday. I went to Sephora, and I bought this. I didn't know they had Danessa Myricks in Sephora. So this Danessa Myricks Color Fix Metallics in Ballerina. It's so good. No. So I've used all of these like toppers or, you know, whatever. And I love them all, and I love using them as just another pop. And with that being said, let's get into my actual palettes. So I had 23 this month. I'll just tell you about them. So number 23 is my ColourPop Triple Scoop. The only reason this is so low is because there's not much I could do with it. I do like to use these orangey toppers because they're really nice shimmers. I think I used this one. So yeah, it's a nice, oh, my hand is so sparkly now, but it's that one. So, you know, 23. 22 is my Morphe Lisa Frank. I use it a lot for certain colors. It's okay. It's only okay. I use it because the color selection. So I think I probably use this in a dupe situation, or I don't know what I use some of these things for now. I just know that I use them, and therefore I want to give them credit. So like this one, number 21 is my Makeup Revolution or iHeart Revolution, one of the Revolutions, Friends palettes. For this one, I know I did a palette bingo for myself just because I know I used Big Opening and Duck on that one. So I just rolled it randomly, and that's what it gave me. Both the palette and the shades, which shades to use, I rolled randomly. So number 20 is my Hocus Pocus 2 from ColourPop. It's, you know, I think I did this as part of the palette bingo that I did as well, and it rolled me the most boring shades in the palette, so that's fine, whatever. It's like the two browns were what I rolled, so stupid. Then number 19 is the Odin's Eye Trick or Treat palette. I got this because I had such FOMO about the Gila palette that when Angelica Nyquist came out with another collection from Odin's Eye, I was like, I gotta get it. It doesn't hit that mark, you know, of what I, you know, so there, it's nice, but again, I think I did it in a palette bingo and I ended up using this color and this color, which went really well with the two shades that I rolled from the other, what was the other one I used that day? Because it ended up being like a light green and a burgundy, so it was like I just rolled shimmers for, it worked out. But so that was worth that. Again, from Krusty Kristen in number 18 is this Hessie palette. So I've brought this with me traveling now. I really like this palette. So the only reason it's so low is because I've only used it 2 or 3 times now. It's really pretty. Like this center shade is, that one. It's really nice. And then like I know that yesterday I did, or no, maybe not yesterday, but I did that red in the corner with like that. It was so pretty. So this one it's been an awesome travel palette, and I have a feeling it's gonna move up, but just for right now, that's why it's so low. Sorry. So another one that I brought traveling because I want to love it more is number 17 is the Norvina. Everybody knows what that looks like. I'll tell you what though, yesterday, I think I found my combo. I used Drama in the outer corners and then buffed it out with Celestial. And then I put Lodo on top of it. It was so good. So it was all sparkle, which should shock no one if you've seen me. But I'm okay. But again, it's 17. I'm warming up to it. Number 16 is the Blend Bunny Surge palette. You'll see I use a lot of the same palettes every month because I know I love them. I just don't use them enough. So I think this one I only used for a deeper color. Oh, was this one of the ones that I think I used this in a palette bingo too. I did, since I'm in a mental rut, I've been using palette bingos to help me be inspired. That was number 16. Number 15 is my Tarte Maneater Nightfall palette. Again, so beautiful. I'm trying to make it so it's not one of the palettes that I just like to look at more than I like to use. So I am trying to use it. So that was 15. Number 14 is my Menagerie Flight Club. This is not the original color to the palette. But I ended up using this as for duping something. So I did this. It's amazing. In the screen, this looks very purple, and when I look at it, it looks incredibly red wine. So, oh, almost. See that shift? Yeah. So I used that in a bingo of shame because that was the color that I duped for something. I've said though, I always want more purple from this. It seems so weird because of course it's a purple palette, and yet I can never get exactly the shade of purple I want. It's very weird. And I didn't know that about myself, that there was a purple that I would prefer to wear. I'm finding that cooler purples though are what I'm looking for. But this is a good mixture and I like to use it, just not as much as I maybe thought I would. All right, number 14, number 13 is the Nightmare Before Christmas from ColourPop. Can't remember why I used this. Anyway, it's beautiful. I do love, I mean, this one's a really fun. I wish I, you know, could wear that every day. Oh, I know I can, but I just don't. I haven't seen, ooh, I hadn't seen Frog's Breath in a while. I didn't know what that looked like. That's very like Rooftop Cocktails with like a brown red undertone. So that's nice. Okay, that was number 13. Number 12 is my Natasha Denona Mini Nude. Another good traveling palette, but this is the winner. There's shimmer in the middle. But it's only in the middle of the pack because you can really only do one thing or use this as a topper. Number 11 is Shroud Cosmetics with Batty Bean. It's freaking bats. So like I said, with the Cool, this is like the base that I want to use for purples. And so that's actually what this month I think I used, I think this was the color that I rolled and then used the Odin's Eye on top of it. I can't remember. But I bought it for this color, but I'm finding this color is one of the ones that I love even more. So those two colors are the ones that I really reach for the most in this palette. So that was number 11. Number 10 is Natasha Denona My Dream. I think I reached for this one for a palette, or for the Bingo of Shame as well, I think. One of the, no, for a palette bingo. Isn't this a fun game where you like come in my brain and realize that I have no idea what I'm doing? Anyway, I rolled this in for a palette bingo. And I'm pretty sure I rolled the shimmers. Spontaneous and Vision, maybe? Spontaneous and Intervention. I know I did 2 shimmers now that I think about it. I love this palette. I wish they were just, I wish I had more eyeballs so I could wear more eyeshadow more often. So, okay, so number 9, I finally broke down and I bought myself, honey, on Mercari. Because of this color. Oh, look at her. Look at her. So, I honestly don't think I've used many of the other colors yet because I wanted that color. But I got it for, I think, $4 on Mercari. Hello. All right, number 8 is my Beauty Bay Nikkie Tutorials. I'm just panning this color, or it's in a project. But you can see that every single eyeshadow has a nice little dip in it. So I do love her. She's a standby. So number 7, I don't have the full palette with me because this is how I use it. These are all of the neutrals from my Natasha Denona Retro Glam. So this is how I use this, and I pull it out, and actually he lives there, because I use these so often that I use them as singles like this. So I pull them out, and that way I can bring this with me, and it's easier to get out and take with me than the whole Retro Glam palette that I feel like is a little more fragile anyway, so I don't want to mess with it. Okay, number 17 is my Blend Bunny Longing palette. This has been my number 1 or number 2 in my past few months. I am just working on old photographs in a project, but I love this palette so much. So every time I pull it out, I'm glad of it. It's a cool toned dream. So what could be above it if this was number 1 and number 2 and it's only number 6 this month? Oh my. All right, number 5 is my Flora Story palette, which is Odin's Eye with Makeup Just for Fun. I use it for this color. Oh no. Dawn. So now it's on my wrist. That's like the most awkward spot. But this color is the most amazing topper. And in the summertime, I love to wear like lemon limey colors, and that is just the most perfect topper for those colors. So I love using it during the summertime. So that's what I did. All right, so number 4, Urban Decay Stone Vibes. It's just so good. I think, I don't know, it's probably one of my go-tos, or you know, that I did where I used like these 3 or these 2. I can't remember what I did again, but so good all the time. It's number 4. Number 3 is my Natasha Denona Yucca palette. And I was working on citrine in a project, but this with, I have 2 About Face liners that are that color with a little Camu Camu, and then with that JD Glow on top, and like some Honey. I mean, like this is my dream color. And then just grungy, gross lemon lime. I did put a little, it's got a nice little dent in it now. Okay. Anyway, but every time I pulled it out, I used it more for other things. All right, so number 2 is my ColourPop Truly Madly Deeply. So I got this, I would say this was the first palette that I ever was gifted. My mom bought it for me, and I have pulled it out. I put it in a palette, or in a project. Well, I actually finished it to do a No Pan Left Behind for a project. But I love this for summertime. It is so simple and easy. So this is one of the ones I brought traveling. You know, if you want a little deeper, I did these guys. And if you just want a nice peachy, summery, I mean, it's just so light and nice. I'm not going to use these 3 press glitters because they're the old press glitters that are chunky. I might use them on my nails. Haven't decided yet. But, so that brings us to number 1. And it is a new addition to my collection. But I knew that it would be a winner. And I'm so grateful that I did an eyeshadow palette tag. And I mentioned that I'd always wanted this palette. And then DW said, hey, Kate's selling that palette. So number 1 is my Odin's Eye Gila palette. I own her. I finally own her. And I love her already. And she's everything I thought she would be. And I love her. I brought her on vacation with me, and I did this color. Oh my God, this color. What is it called? River. Oh, it's everything. And it goes over all of it, just all of it. So I did lots of, you know, of course I've got the baby poop green, and it's looking more yellow in the screen, but like this and this together, with any of the glitters, but then this goes over all of it. I know I did a pink look. I know I did a deeper, I did that on a bottom lash because I wore a really colorful dress to a date night on vacation. This is another one. This reminds me a lot of Dawn from the Flora Story. It's very, oh, I just put it right on top of where the other one was, but see that orange? It's so good. And I knew it would be so good, you guys. I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong, and I'm so grateful to DW and to Kay for you know, letting me know that this was available, DW, and then for Kay, I reached out to her on Instagram, and it's exactly what I thought it was going to be, and I'm so happy. She makes me so happy. So anyway, that was my ranking for May. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. And even if you're not, maybe have some makeup therapy. It helps. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.